Warlord Queen Shavra Kor raised her serrated blade high above Elias Mercer's head. The edge gleamed under the throne hall's harsh lights. Her scaled arm flexed, cords of muscle rippling beneath iridescent hide. Elias stood still. He met her golden-slit eyes. If you kill me now, the Galactic Council declares open war on your worlds by dawn. 3 fleets inbound. Your borders collapse in weeks. The blade froze. Shavra's lips curled back from fangs. Silence gripped the hall. Her warriors shifted, claws scraping stone. Hours earlier, Elias had walked unarmed into that same hall. Towering pillars of black obsidian flanked the approach. Guards in spiked armor thrust a ceremonial blindfold at him. Silk cords dangled from it, heavy with ritual beads. No, Elias said. He kept his hands visible, palms up. His suit hung loose from weeks in transit cryosleep. No weapons, no escort. The lead guard snarled. Translation implants buzzed in Elias's ear. Insult to the queen. Bind him or die. Shavra lounged on her throne at the hall's end. A massive slab of fused warship hull, etched with kill tallies. She wore segmented plate armor, trophies dangling from her belt, shattered council medallions. Her tail lashed once. Let him see. She rumbled, voice like grinding gravel. Humans claim boldness. Prove it. Elias advanced. Boots echoed on the floor. Every eye tracked him. Hundreds of her elite, faces scarred from 100 campaigns. Spymaster Eric's Tal lurked in shadows near the throne. His hooded eyes narrowed, tendrils twitching as he scanned for hidden tech. Elias stopped 10 paces from the dais. He bowed once. Shallow. No flourish. Shavra leaned forward. Tribute, soft skin. The council sends wealth. Spice routes, fleet yards. Name your offer. Elias pulled a single data slate from his pocket. He held it out. No tribute. Human limits. Read it. Guards hissed. Eric stepped forward, snatched the slate. He interfaced it with a claw probe. Words scrolled in Galactic Standard, then Shavra's dialect. No territory cessions, no fleet basing rights. Trade only on mutual terms. Aid for your refugees, not weapons. Shavra snatched it back. She scanned the lines. Laughter barked from her throat. Limits? You dictate to me? I who broke the Vexari armadas? Her translator droned the threat. But midway, it glitched. Standard dialect mangling her warrior cant. Elias raised a hand. Wait, he spoke directly in her dialect. Rough from sim training but precise. Que vadis Thrakul? You break worlds, queen, but this pact chatters your line. Fleet's glacier hives, children starve in the ash. Silence fell harder. Shavra's eyes widened to fraction. No off-worlder spoke her inner tongue. Not like that. Eric's froze. His tendrils quivered. How? You mock me, Shavra growled, rising. Her blade hissed from its sheath, but she sheathed the anger, for now. Elias pressed. What does victory cost your people, queen? More hives? More orphans? The council calls you Warlord. I call it survival. But endless war bleeds everyone. She stared. The hall held its breath. Elias waited. Seconds, stretched to minutes. Her tail stilled. Warriors glanced at each other. Finally, she sank back. Victory costs nothing. It is right. But doubt flickered in her gaze. Elias nodded. Right for whom? Your daughters fight the next war? Shavra's claw tapped the throne arm. Rhythm like a countdown, Eric's whispered urgently. She waved him off. Then she barked an order. Blade test. Prove your words match your skin. The warrior stepped forward, gripped Elias's arm, bared it to the elbow, offered a ritual dagger, keen, poisoned edge. Elias didn't flinch. He looked at Shavra. Cut shallow. I bleed and seal. Council still comes if I die. But if I live, we talk real terms, no games. The warrior glanced at her. Shavra nodded once. The blade sliced. Fire lanced Elias's flesh, blood welled, red and human thick. He pressed a thumb to it. Seconds later, he smeared sealant from his med patch, wound knit clean. Shavra watched. Unblinking, no cyberflash, no nanotricks. You trust your meat alone? Always, Elias said. Humans endure, we listen first, fight last. She rose fully now, towered over him. 7 feet of coiled fury, but the blade stayed sheathed. Footsteps echoed from a side arch. Minister Halden Voss entered, flanked by Ambassador Lyrae Sorn. Voss's smile gleamed too polished under the lights. Lyrae's silks whispered as she curtsied low to Shavra. "Excellency," Voss said smoothly. "Mercer's theatrics aside, the council offers full tribute. Just sign." Elias shot Voss a look. "Stay out." Voss ignored it. Lyrae chimed in, voice honeyed. "Stability for all. Shavra's strength secured under council oversight." Shavra's eyes flicked between them. Suspicion hardened. Elias stepped forward. "They're selling stability. I'm offering truth. Voss wants you aimed at rivals. Lyrae wants you gone." Voss sputtered. "Mercer!" "That's classified." Elias ignored him. Faced Shavra. "Your spy master Arix already knows. He's traced Lyrae's dropships to assassin cells. Check your feeds." Eric stiffened. His hood dipped in confirmation. Shavra whirled on Lyrae. "Deception?" Lyrae paled. "A misunderstanding. Out." Shavra's roar shook the pillars. Guards seized the envoy, dragged her away. Voss backed toward the exit, hands raised. Elias stood firm. "Queen, humans aren't perfect, but we keep word. Let me prove it. Share your border scans. We'll find the real threat together." Shaver circled him slow. Sniffed the air, his blood scent, unmasked. Her claw grazed his shoulder, testing. "You bleed true," she murmured. Dialect again, private. "What do you want, Elias Mercer?" "Your people safe. No crackdown, no betrayal." She paused, tail coiled. Then, "Stay. We hunt truths tonight." Arix protested. "Majesty, he's..." Silent. Shaver cut him off, gestured guards aside. "This human sees clear, like few." Elias exhaled slow. The hall's tension eased a notch. Warriors murmured approval, but as Shaver turned to her war maps, Elias caught Erix's glare. The spymaster slipped into shadows, watching. Voss's voice hissed from the corridor. "You'll regret this, Mercer." Elias ignored it, focused on Shaver's back. One step closer, trust flickered, fragile as his sealed wound. Outside, council fleets massed, betrayals brewed. But here, honesty held the blade at bay. Shaver glanced back. "Speak your limits again, all of them." Elias began, voice steady. The galaxy waited on her next move. Elias laid out his limits. "No secrets from my side. Full access to my logs. No arming your rivals. Joint verification of every claim." Shaver's eyes narrowed. Court warriors leaned in. The hall's stone floor chilled his boots. He pressed on. 3 points only. 1. Share border scans. We analyze threats together. 2. Mutual audit of comms. Prove no betrayals. 3. Opt-out clause. Either side walks clean if trust breaks. He pulled a data slate from his vest, drafted it mid-speech, fingers flying over the interface. Human tech. Simple. Unbreakable. He extended it toward her throne. Shavra snatched it. Claws scraped the screen. She scanned the frame. Silence stretched. Warriors growled low. "Rules," she snarled. "You bind a queen with rules?" Elias met her gaze. "Rules keep queens alive. Sign it, or I walk." Murmurs erupted. A warrior spat. "Humans chain words like slaves." Shaver's tail lashed. She thrust the slate back. "Accepted." In open court, her voice boomed. Scribes etched it into the hall's crystal recorder. Light flared, binding unbreakable under her law. Elias exhaled. First point locked. Erix stepped from shadows. Spymaster's scales gleamed oily under torchlight. "Gear audit, now." His voice clicked, subsonics probing for lies. Elias unclipped his belt. Dropped comm. Scanner. Medkit at Erix's feet.
"Check it all."
Warriors circled. Erix pried open the comm. Scanned logs. Elias watched his eyes, flickers of surprise. No codes, no Voss back channels. Just raw feeds. Council warnings. Shaver's border pings. His own notes. "Voluntary reveal," Elias said. "Pull my full history. Earthside, too." Erix froze. Claws hovered. "You offer your throat?" Truth cuts cleaner. Erix plugged in. Data streamed. Court held breath. Minutes ticked. Erix's tail stiffened. Clean. No shadows. Shavra barked laughter. He bleeds data like blood. Next test. She rose. Towered over Elias. Court cleared space. Dominance ritual. Her tradition. Warriors formed a ring. She loomed. Fangs bared. Claws extended. Kneel or break. Elias stood straight. Heart hammered. Mutual opt-out first. On record. You push, I push back. No deaths. Gasps rippled. Shavra's eyes widened fraction. She signaled scribes. Record it. Human claims parody. Crystal flared again. Claws sealed. She lunged. Slow. Testing. Elias sidestepped. Human reflex drilled in crisis sims. Her claw whistled past his ear. He grabbed her wrist. Twisted just enough. Locked. Warriors roared. Shavra twisted free. Grinned. Fierce. Approving. You dance death fair. She backed off. Ritual ended. No blood. Elias rubbed his arm. Bruised but standing. Court respect shifted. Murmurs turned admiring. He scanned seats. Noted clusters. Left flank. Subtle shifts. Scale patterns matched Erix's reports. Old rival clan. Seating broke protocol. Too tight. Too aligned. Queen. Elias said low. Leak in your court. Left wing. Faction plants. Voss tipped me their cigs. Shavra whipped around. Eyes locked on the group. One warrior paled. Slipped hand to belt. Guards! Her roar cracked stone. They swarmed. Dragged three away. Interrogations promised pain. Erix hissed. How did you... Seating order, Elias said. Humans read patterns. You cluster threats. Shavra nodded once. Sharp. Insight buys audience. Private. Now, Erix protested. Majesty. Watch his eyes, she snapped. Truth lives there. Guards herded Elias to her chambers. Door sealed. Dim glow lamps flickered. War maps dominated. Holographic borders pulsing red. Shavra poured blood wine. Pushed a goblet his way. Drink. Or fear poison. Elias took it. Sipped. Tart. Metallic. Human stomach twisted, but he swallowed. No fear, just facts. She paced. Tail coiled tight. Council wants my head. Voss arms my foes. Lyrae whispers, stability. Why you... Elias set the goblet down. Voss wants a win, points you like a gun. Lyrae wants you gone. I want balance. Your scans show raiders. Not my people. Share them full. We trace origins. She activated a hollow. Borders flared. Incursions spiking. Ear. Council denies. Elias leaned in. Fingers traced patterns. Raider vectors match Voss's old contacts. Human black ops. He's selling you out. Shavra's claws dug into table. Wood splintered. Proof? Comms audit tomorrow. I'll pull his logs. You provide Raider Rex. DNA traces. Erix lurked in corner. Eyes bored into Elias, unblinking. Shavra studied him. Sniffed air. Sweat. Resolve. No fear tang. You risk all. For what? Your people. Mine. Crackdown kills billions. Elias held her stare. Humans fail pretty, but we fix messes. She circled him. Close. Heat radiated from scales. Claw traced his jaw. Gentle now. Soft skin. Hard words. Erix report. Truth. Erix graded. Eye steady. Shavra stepped back. Alliance frame holds. One night. Hunt Voss's trail. Door hissed open. Voss's voice echoed from hall. Polished. Urgent.
Council, emergency.
Elias tensed. Shavra smirked. Let him squirm. But hollow pinged. New incursion. Massive. Council signature. Elias's calm buzzed. Lyrae's channel. Open betrayal. Shavra saw it. Eyes blazed. Your rivals move. Elias nodded. Together? Her claw gripped his shoulder. Firm. Together. Erix slipped out. Shadows swallowed him. Trust teetered. Fleets closed in. One leak. And rules shattered. Outside. Voss pounded the door. Mercer, open! Elias ignored him, locked eyes with Shavra. Galaxy's blade hung. Honesty gripped it, barely. Explosion rocked the palace hangar. Elias slammed against the negotiation chamber wall. Alarms wailed. Shaver's claw yanked him upright. Ambush! He bolted for the door. Guards surged past. Plasma rifles hot. Smoke billowed from the hangar bay. Elias plunged into it, lungs burning. Shouts pierced the haze, core soldiers clawing at wounds. A young warrior staggered from the wreckage. Green blood sprayed from his thigh, artery severed. He clutched it, eyes wild, collapsing toward Elias. Down, Elias barked. He dropped beside the soldier, ripped his diplomat sash free, twisted it tight above the wound. Breathe steady, pressure here. The warrior gasped, claws scrabbling. Elias pinned his arm. Look at me. In, out. You live. Guards formed a perimeter. Elias scanned the chaos. Twisted fighter frames smoldered. Bodies littered the deck. Shavra burst through, flanked by Eric's medics. Her scales bristled, fangs bared. Clear the dead, she roared. Hunt the cowards. No. Elias stood, hands signaling medics forward. He pointed. 2 lanes, walking wounded left, critical right. You! He jabbed at a hulking medic. Tourniquets first, clamp arteries. Hand slash across throat mimic. The medic nodded, barked orders. Shavra whirled on him. Human meddling? This is sabotage. Elias ignored her glare. He dragged another soldier to the critical lane, applied pressure to a gut wound. Erix, secure the blast site. Evidence first. The spymaster's eyes narrowed, but he moved, scanners humming. Medics flowed into lanes. Elias directed with gestures. Thumb up for stable, flat palm for compress. A female warrior clutched a shattered arm. He braced it, nodded approval as she staunched her own bleed. Efficiency spread. Screams turned to grunts. Shavra loomed over him. Heat pulsed from her frame. You presume much, Elias Mercer. My warriors die while you play medic. He met her gaze, wiping blood from his hands. They're stable. 20 saved already. Executions later. Who planted the bomb? Her tail lashed. Council dogs, or your Voss. Footfalls echoed. Voss shoved through guards, face ashen. Mercer, what hell? Jonas cut him off. Where were you? Voss blinked. Securing comms. Council fleet inbound. Lyre's orders. Shaver's claws extended. Traitor. Eric's emerged from smoke, holding a twisted metal shard. Hollow seal gleamed. Galactic Council insignia. Planted. Fresh. Shavra snatched it. Roared. Lyre, execute her envoy. Now. Elias stepped between. Wait. He held up hands. Chain of custody. Eric's. Scanners on that shard. Fingerprints. Explosive residue. Matches council issue. Eric's tilted his head. Scanned. Residue. Standard council demo charge. Prints. None. Seal forged. Microlayers off by 0.3 microns. Forged? Shavra's eyes drilled Elias. Your people frame me, not mine. Elias turned to Voss. Your logs, Minister. Radar vectors from earlier. Cross-check with this residue. Voss paled. I don't give them. Elias's voice stayed level. Compassion edged it. Help fix this, or billions burn. Guards tensed. Shavra watched unblinking. Eric's extended a claw pad. Voss hesitated, then synced his comm. Data streamed. Elias leaned close to Shavra. Voice low. Raiders hit your flanks same time. Distraction. This bomb tests you. Push executions. Council spins it. Savage Queen massacres innocents. Crackdown follows. Her nostrils flared, sniffed him. Resolve. No deception sweat. You halt my justice. Justice wins wars. Revenge loses them. He nodded at the lanes. Medic stabilized the last critical. Warrior he saved earlier gripped his forearm. Grateful squeeze. Eric's grunted. Logs match. Voss routed funds to raider clans. Human Black Ops signature. Voss sputtered. Lies. Lyre framed. Shiver's claw slammed Voss's shoulder. Pinned him. Confess. Stability, Voss yelped. Council needs her contained, not destroyed. Elias's comm buzzed. Lyria's face hollow flickered. Mercer, stand down. Queen's provoked an incident. Fleets en route. Shavra snarled. ended the call with a swipe. Elias faced her. Trust me now? Joint raid on raiders. Your warriors. My intel. Expose Voss and Leroy. Her eyes searched his, soft skin, bloodied hands. No flattery, blunt truth. Eric's? Human speak straight, Eric's rasped. Voss reeks of fear-guilt. She released Voss. Guards dragged him away. Shavra gripped Elias's arm. Firm, like equals. You fight with us, or die with traitors, together. Elias nodded. Alarms spiked anew. Hangar doors groaned. Incursion breach. Eric's hissed. Council strike team. Vectors inbound. Shavra bared fangs. To arms! Elias grabbed a fallen rifle. Sighted the breach. Warriors rallied around him. Human pulse steady. Shavra glanced. Surprise flickered. Then respect. Plasma bolts cracked the air. They charged. Elias fired first. Dropped a shadow infiltrator. Shavra cleaved another. Seamless. Her roar shook the deck. 4 core! He covered her flank. Flank left. 2 more. They moved as one, trust forged in blood and smoke. But Voss's shout echoed from cells. Lyrai knows your plan. Eric stiffened. Leak. Shavra's eyes blazed at Elias. Your human betrays? Fleet signatures bloomed on tactical hollow. Lock-ons primed. One breath, and stars burned. Elias locked eyes. Test me, now. Her claw hovered at his throat. Hesitated. Dropped. Prove it. Strike team poured in. Battle ignited. Elias dove behind crates. Plasma scorched metal. Shavra's warriors met them head-on. Claws and blades flashing. Superior in melee. Humans relied on grit. He picked shots. Precise. Conserved ammo. A council trooper flanked a core guard. Elias nailed him mid-leap. The guard nodded. Sharp. Grateful. Shavra fought like a storm. Shredded 3 assailants. Glanced back. Elias held the line. No panic. Just action. Eric's slipped through shadows. Dragged a live captive. Interrogated with neural prod. Liray's codes. Voss supplied. Confirmation hit. Shavra bellowed orders. Medics pulled wounded. Elias reinforced triage. Tourniquets flying. Breach secured. Bodies piled. Silence fell. Shavra approached. Blood slicked. You saved 12 more. Why? Practical. Elias wiped sweat. Dead allies lose wars. She circled him, close. Scent of smoke and scales. Claw brushed his bloodied sash. Council fleets circle. Leroy broadcasts atrocity. Elias pulled his calm. Hacked Voss's override. Clean trace. Broadcast this. He uploaded logs, residue scans, raid vectors. Raw truth. Let Galaxy judge. Eric's verified. Untampered. Shavra paused. Warriors watched. Expected vengeance. Got strategy. Send. Her voice rumbled. Hollow burst galaxy-wide. Responses pinged. Neutral worlds shifted. Council allies wavered. But Liare's flagship pinged direct. Mercer. Surrender the Queen. Amnesty for you. Shavra laughed. Dark. Fierce. Your rival bargains. Elias smirked. Ignore. Our proof spreads. Alarms wailed again. Raider signatures. Massive fleet. Voss's final play? Eric's growled. Trap within trap. Shavra gripped Elias's shoulder. Pete. Alliance. You lead the counter? He nodded. He nodded. Your claws, my vectors. Shavra's grip tightened. Her scales rasped against his uniform. Alarms screamed. Hollow screens flared red. Raider fleet dropped from jump. 47 cruisers. Council transponders spoofed. Voss's signature pulsed in the code. Elias jabbed the display. They expect brute charge. We ghost them. Warriors growled approval. Eric slithered forward, claws tapping data slates, flaws in their formation. Human eyes catch it? Practice. Elias traced lines. Pinch here. Your fast attack wings scatter their screens. Shavra released him. Signaled. Engines thrummed. Her flagship, Stormfang, lurched into motion. Fighters boiled out like hornets. Elias strapped in. Command deck bucked. Acceleration pinned him. Shavra stood central, unyielding. Fight with us, diplomat. Or watch from medbay. He grinned. Lead. Void battle erupted. Lasers stitched black. Missiles bloomed. Core pilots danced through debris. Instinct, not sims. Elias fed firing solutions. Target engines. 2 degrees port. A raider crumpled. Explosions chained. Shaver's voice boomed. Mercer calls true. Eric's hissed data. Lyray's flagship anchors their rear. Elias overrode a channel. Hacked Voss's relay. Live feed hijacked. Voss. Your game's up. Logs transmit. Static crackled. Voss's face appeared slick. Mercer, defect. Council amnesty. Shaver's done. Shaver leaned in. Claws flexed. Play him. Elias spoke calm. Amnesty for traitors? No. Truth spreads faster. He dumped raid logs. Isotope traces. Lyray's codes. Galaxy nets lit. Neutral stations rebroadcast. Raiders faltered. Core wings pounced. Hulls vented. Lyray's ship peeled away, trailing plasma. Shavra smashed a fist on console. Victory klaxons wailed. Fleet brakes. Deck shook. Cheers rose. Elias unstrapped. Warriors clapped his back. Hard, respectful. She pulled him aside. Eyes locked. You turned defeat. How? Teamwork. He met her gaze. Your pilots won it. Her tail flicked. Closed now. Heat radiated. Council still hunts. Lyrai flees to core worlds. Elias checked scans. Pursuit viable. Press or consolidate? Press. She bared fangs. End it. Hours blurred. Stormfang chased. Jumped coreward. Lyrai's convoy loomed. Reinforced. Desperate. Elias plotted ambush. Use nebulae. Your stealth hulls shine there. Eric's nodded. Human thinks like shadow. Ambush struck. Core borders teleported in. Grapples locked. Elias grabbed a pulse rifle. Cover me. He breached with a squad. Corridors ran red. Lyray's guards fired wild. Elias dropped 2 precise shots. Shavra shredded a bulkhead. Ripped through Marines. Where's the snake? Bridge. Elias kicked a door. Neural hack bypassed locks. Lyray waited. Ambassador robes torn. Hands raised. Mercer, reason prevails. Shavra's a butcher. Shavra stormed in. Pinned her against console. Your stability? My grave? Elias stepped forward. Lyrai, Voss sold you out. His codes in every raid. She paled. Lies. Eric's tossed a data core. Verify. Lyrai scanned. Face crumpled. He promised. Shavra's claw hovered at throat. Warriors tensed. Elias touched her arm. Light. Kill her. Martyrs multiply. Broadcaster surrender. Shavra paused. Looked at him. Long. Claw retracted. Wise. Lyrai keyed open channel. Galaxy-wide. I yield. Raids cease. Shavra cleared. Holonets exploded. Council fractured. Voss's signal vanished. Fled. Shavra chained Lyrai. Turned to Elias. You spared my vengeance. Why? Practical. He wiped blood from brow. Dead enemies breed more. Live ones learn. Her laugh rumbled. Deep. Pulled him into stride. Deck cleared. They walked corridors alone. Warriors averted eyes. You came to my court moons ago. She glanced sidelong. Predator feast. Remember? Flash of memory hit him. Her throne hall. Tables groaned under raw haunches. Apex beasts from core worlds. Claws tore meat. Blood wine flowed. She shoved a platter his way. Eat like warrior, or submit weak. He'd pushed half back. Smaller plate, mind sharp, for talks. Court hissed. She leaned in. Fearfulness? No. Clarity. Blunt. No flinch. She ate then, watched. Elias nodded now. You tested. I answered straight, in armory after. Her voice lowered. Dismissed court. Walked blades alone. Yes. Racks of plasma lances. Vibro claws. She hefted one. Swear, loyalty, kneel. He'd stood firm. No blind oaths. Verifiable promise. I'll flag every lie I spot. Check my logs. Eric's had clean. She'd grunted. Respect flickered. End fears, Elias echoed now. Corridor lights dimmed. Her scent sharpened. Smoke, iron. I named human dread first. Loss of kin. No hedge. Yours? She stopped. Claw grazed wall, scratched deep. Obsidian storms, swallow fleets. Stole my clutch sibs. Vulnerable. First time. He nodded. No pity. Mine mirrors. War orphans. Silence bonded. Back then, dinner deepened. He'd asked her first battle. Describe it. She'd growled details, phrasing sharp. Blood called. Foe broke, I claimed. He mirrored. Blood called you. Foe broke before you. You claimed victory. She talked longer. Opened. Trust built. Brick by honesty. Now, post-victory, she circled him slow, like then. Console cracks. But Voss hides. Your old ally? Not mine. Elias pulled fresh scans. Trace leads to fringe station. Neutral. Take him? Her eye gleamed. With you. He synced plans. But first, you're wounded. Triage update. Medbay hummed. Core healers worked. Elias checked dressings. Adjusted a splint. Warrior grunted thanks. Shavra watched. Humans meant foes too? Practical. Converts enemies. Eric's approached, bowed slight. Spymaster approves. No angles found. She gripped Elias's shoulder again. Firmer. Walk my throne next. No tests. Alliance. Sealed. Alarms pinged soft. New signal. Voss's voice. Desperate. She's poison. Join me. Real power. Shavra snarled. Elias smirked. Smashed reply. Truth won. You're next. Fleet turned fringeward. Galaxy shifted. Warlord's laugh echoed. Human, beside her. Elias's voice cut through the throne chamber's hum. Article 17, Subclause 4. The signatory grants Galactic Council enforcers full-spectrum access to sovereign territories, including neural archives and clutch holds without prior notification. Silence crashed down. Shaver's claws flexed on her armrests. Leroy Soren's smile froze mid-bloom. The ambassador recovered first. She stepped forward, robes whispering over the polished deck. Diplomat Mercer, that's standard language. Mere verification for mutual defense. Elias held up the datapad. His eyes locked on Shivra. Verification? It lets them strip your worlds bare. No limits, no appeals. Warriors growled low. Eric's Tal, Shaver's spymaster, leaned from the shadows, frills quivering. Elias felt the alien's gaze drill into him, hunting lies. Shavra tilted her head. Scaled lips parted. Human reads truth where others skim gloss. Speak your challenge plain. Elias tapped the screen. Projected the claws in holographic fire for all to see. This isn't protection. It's a leash. Council fleets dock at your gates, demand your secrets. Refuse, and it's breach of treaty. War. Liray's eyes narrowed. You're overstepping, Mercer. This is between the Queen and the Council. No. Elias faced her. Public court demands public truth. Sign this, Shavra, and you're caged. The Warlord Queen rose. Towered over them both. Her voice rumbled like distant thunder. Council envoy peddles chains as gifts. Human bears teeth at the forgery. Eric's. Vet this worm's words. Elias's comm buzzed. Private channel. Voss. He ignored it, but the ping persisted. Goal clear. Expose the treaty's poison before ink hit pad. Warlord. Our fleets shield you from fringe raiders. Stability for your realm. Stability. Shaver spat the word. Your stability crushes mine. Elias nodded once. No flattery, just fact. Warriors shifted, eyes on him, an undersized human holding court. Eric's glided forward, slid a sliver under Elias's sleeve. Read later, diplomat, if you live. Leroy withdrew the datapad. We'll reconvene. Privately, Shavra waved her out. Be gone. Doan dismisses. Chamber emptied. Elias exhaled. First clash won. Treaty stalled. He slipped into a side corridor. Voss's message burned in his queue. Back-channel order. Encrypted sloppy. Elias cracked it mid-stride. Mercer, sign the confession packet. Frame Shavra's aggression. Quick win. Council promotes you. Refuse. You're expendable. Attached. Forged docs. Shaver's plots against the council. Staged vids of her fleet's massing. Elias crushed the pad against his thigh. Sparks flew. No. Footsteps echoed. Eric's materialized from a vent grate. You burn allies fast, human. Elias met the spymaster's multifaceted eyes. Boss isn't ally. He's poison. Eric's frills flared. Prove it. Elias pulled his own slate. Synced Voss's intercept. Here. Order to sabotage you both. Eric scanned. Claws clicked approval. Sloppy human intrigue. But why refuse glory? Glory built on lies crumbles. Elias shrugged. Truth lasts. Eric's hissed amusement. Walk, I show more. They ducked into Eric's lair. Walls pulsed with captured chatter. Hollow feeds flickered. Laria's whispers to Voss. Timestamps aligned. Elias grabbed a stylus. Scratched the conspiracy timeline on the bulkhead. Day 1. Lyra arrives. Treaty bait. Day 3. Voss pushes confession. Here, fringe station handoff. Your storms hit it? Eric's nodded. Council plants Voss to ignite war. Remove Shavra. Install puppet. Elias connected dots. Lyra cells. Stability. Means her throne. Bulkhead map glowed under deck lights. Eric's traced a line. Your refusal jams their gear. Queen notes. Elias capped the stylus. Goal shifted. Turn evidence to weapon. Joint tribunal. Force Lyra's hand. Eric's eyes gleamed. Bold. She'll squirm. They marched to throne. Shaver sparred with a blade form. Sweat gleamed on her scales. She sheathed it as they bowed. Spymaster brings guest with wall scars? Her gaze pinned Elias. Elias spoke first. Request tribunal. You, me, Lirai. Shared evidence access. No secrets. Shaver circled him. Claws sheathed but pressure built. Council witch shares nothing. Then expose her empty. Elias held steady. Truth disarms. Eric's projected the bulkhead map. Shaver's frills rose. She snarled. They weave cage. Human maps teeth. Lyra arrived at summons, flanked by council guards. Tribunal? Unprecedented. Elias projected Voss's order. Precedent? Your plot. Her composure cracked. Fabrication? Trace it. Elias tossed the cracked pad. Fringe station logs match. Shaver loomed. Access my evidence, or flee my court. Lyra hesitated. Warriors tensed. Agreed. Shared access. One cycle. Outcome sealed. Lyra retreated, tail between legs. Shaver turned to Elias. Voice dropped. Fleet stands ready. Engines hot. Council fleets mass at border. Elias felt the deck thrum. Alarms whispered readiness. She gripped his shoulder, claws pricked. Not broke skin. You came to cage me, like them? Her eyes bored in. Past the human facade, to the core. Elias met it. No flinch. Came to stand with you, truth to truth. Silence stretched, her grip eased. Obsidian storm stole my clutch sibs. You mirrored loss. No hedge. He nodded. War orphans. Mirrors. She released him. Voss hides fringeward. Take him. With you, but wounded first, medbay next. Core healers parted. Elias checked a warrior splint. Adjusted tight. Hold better. Grunt of thanks. Shaver watched. Humans mend foes. Practical. Converts. Enemies bleed resources. Eric's bowed. No angles in you, diplomat. Spymaster approves. Shaver's laugh rumbled. Walk my throne next. No tests. Alliance locked. Alarms spiked. New signal. Voss's voice ragged. Mercer, she's poison. Join me. Real power. Shaver snarled. Elias smirked. Smashed reply. Truth won. You're next. Fleet surged fringeward. Stars blurred. But Lyra's shuttle peeled off. Emergency beacon flared. Elias's scanner pinged. Council interceptors inbound. Shaver gripped rails. Betrayal forks? Elias plotted. Intercept. They move now. Tribunal bait. Her claws scraped. Fighter talk? Both. He patched Eric's. Chatter? Ambush primed. Lyra leads. Deck shuddered. Battle stations blared. Elias stood firm, human, beside Warlord. Galaxy teetered. Shavra eyed him. You cage none, but council? We break them. Elias armed console. Together, torpedoes launched. Void lit fire. Voss's station loomed. Truth's blade cut first. Elias shoved open the war room doors. The hangar victim stumbled in behind him, bandages stark white against bruised scales. Shavra's throne loomed at the head of the chamber. Her warriors flanked it, claws twitching. Testify, Elias said. He guided the tech to the central holopod. Your words stand. A massive guard stepped forward. Fangs bared. Weakling speaks. Break him first. Elias blocked the path. Arm out. Procedural objection. Under Fleet Code 9.4, no coercion pre-statement. Void that, and testimony taints. The guard froze. Glanced at Shavra. Her eyes narrowed. Golden slits in obsidian face. Human law? Universal code. Your fleet ratified it last cycle. Elias tapped his wristpad. Article scrolled in holographic core script. Intimidate now. Case voids. Saboteurs walk. Shavra waved the guard back. Speak, tech. Truth or bleed. The victim straightened. Voice rasped. Drone swarm hit hangar vents. Marked council proxy codes. I logged it before blast. He synced his implant. Wreckage schematics bloomed. Warriors growled. Eric's towel leaned from shadows. Spymaster's tendrils flickered over data feeds. Elias nodded. Log confirmed. Now the kill proof. He slotted the captured comm crystal. Sequence played, hissing voice. Proxy unit deploys. Voss signature cleared. Lyrae override. Neutralize core engines. Gasps rippled. Shavra's claws gouged armrests. Council dogs. My bloodlines fire. Elias raised a hand. Linked. Proxy unit matches Lyrae's shuttle transponders. Voss funded the drone swarm. The trail chain complete. The room ignited. Warriors surged. Axes raised. Blood sentence. Flay the traitors. Shavra rose. Towering. Rip their spines. Feed the void. Elias stepped center. Voice steady. Blood buys nothing. Reprisals spark council armadas. Billions die. She whirled. Mercy? You shield my foes? Restitution. Elias projected terms. Seize Voss assets. Redirect to core reparations. Lyrae exiled. No. Execution. Proxy unit scrapped under joint audit. Prevents war cascade. Warriors snarled. Eric's scanned the proposal. Clever cage. Council pays without martyrdom. Shavra paced. Tail lashed. Weakness invites strikes. Practical strength. Elias met her gaze. You hit back smart. They fracture. We build. Silence hung. Her laugh boomed. Human turns fang to plow. Approved. Eric's hunt the courier. Spymaster bowed. Slid from room. Moments later, alarms pinged. Capture confirmed. Elias's comm buzzed. Eric's real courier netted. Voss fringe station runner. Deck plates thrummed. Docking clamps locked Voss's outpost. Breach teams deployed. Elias followed Shavra's vanguard. Corridor battles flashed. Core warriors cleaved drones. Human marines covered flanks with precision bursts. They stormed the core. Voss cowered behind consoles. Lyrae's proxy guards down. Eric's dragged in the courier. Alien frame limp. Burns charred one arm. Talked under blade. Confirmed logs. Shavra loomed. Execute. Elias knelt by the prisoner. Checked pulse. Medical first. Stabilize. Warriors blinked. One muttered. Foe care? Practical. Elias signaled medics. Dead prisoners spill nothing. Council next. Fair trial converts spies. Eric's tilted head. You arm my doubts with kindness? Truth extracts more. Elias stood. Council's rot runs deep. He flips. We map it. Shavra watched medics work. Courier groaned awake. Nodded weak thanks. Fleet reports flooded. Lyrae's shuttle fled, but interceptors pinned it. Voss chained, snarling. Back in war room, Voss dumped at throne base. Mercer, you fool. She's a butcher. Elias ignored him. Faced Shavra, proof, sealed. Alliance holds? Her warriors ringed close. Eric's flanked her. All eyes on human. Shavra, extended claw. binding oathmark. Ink my pact in your flesh. Eternal blade, pain flared as she pricked his palm. Black ichor mixed blood, burned deep. Elias hissed, held steady. Mutual, your mark on me, mine on you. Exit terms, veto power for either. No traps, she paused. Claws hovered, warriors tensed. Bold, she pressed thumb to his wound. Reciprocal sting. Pledge sealed, equal break. Mark glowed, hollow seal locked. Room erupted cheers. Voss spat. You'll regret, Eric silenced him. Dragged to cells, Shaver gripped Elias's shoulder. Human honesty disarms, compassion binds. Council falls next. Elias synced final chords. Lyrae's beacon winked out, captured. But outer sensors screamed. Council battle fleet warped in. Dreadnoughts blotting stars. Shaver snarled. They come for slaughter. Elias, armed tactical. We talk. Then fight. Torpedoes streaked. Boyd erupted. Deck shook. Warriors manned guns. Elias plotted hails, open channel, truth first. Shaver nodded, stood beside him. Together, Council-led ship hailed. Admiral's face filled screen.
Surrender the Warlord. Stability demands it.
Elias leaned in. Logs prove your proxies struck first. Stand down, or we broadcast galaxy-wide. Admiral faltered. Feeds glitched as Arix jammed backups. Shaver roared. Join or burn. Fleet volley hit. Shields flared. Core boarding claws launched. Elias patched Voss's cell feed. Traitor's confession played live. Council ordered it. Lyrae pulled trigger. Council lines cracked. Ships peeled off. One dreadnought held. Fired grid barrage. Elias dodged sparks. Target engines. Disable. Don't kill. Shaver barked orders. Precision strikes lanced. Dreadnought listed. Surrender beacon pulsed. Med teams swarmed borders. Elias oversaw triage. Even Council wounded got splints. A core warrior grunted approval. Your way endures. Shaver pulled him aside. Throne room quieted. Voss and Lyrae chained below. Courier testified full. You stopped my rage. Her voice low. Proof could have raised sectors. You forged chain instead. Elias flexed oathmark. Honesty works. Compassion holds. Arix entered. Bowed deep. Council fractures. Proxies flip. Your trust. Extraordinary. Alarms quieted. Fleet held station. But deep scan pinged. Hidden Council bomb in Voss core. Elias raced. Evac! Shaver scooped victim tech. Ran with him. Explosion rocked. Hull breached. They sealed bulkheads. Stared at stars. Warlord? Elias panted. She grinned fangs. Diplomat. Next court awaits. Council remnants hailed. Terms surrendered. Truth's blade cut clean. No slaughter. Elias synced reparations draft. Galaxy shifted. One breath at a time. Shaver's claw tapped his. Walk my throne. No tests left. Alliance forged in fire. Betrayers broken. But whispers lingered. Deeper plots stirred. Elias eyed scopes. Prepared next truth. Fleet surged home. Stars beckoned. Explosions shattered the throne hall's vaulted ceiling. Blaster bolts scorched obsidian pillars. Council strike troopers in powered exosuits breached the main doors, mag clamps slamming them forward. Elias Mercer lunged. He grabbed Warlord Queen Shaver Core's armored elbow. Fallback corridor, now. Shaver's fangs bared. Her clawed hand snapped to her plasma blade. She slashed a trooper's rifle in half mid-burst. Green blood sprayed. But Elias yanked harder. She pivoted, boots pounding stone as they dove through a side archway. Bulkhead seals hissed shut behind them. Guards, Elias bellowed. Core warriors rallied in the dim corridor, their ridged faces twisted in fury. Language chips glitched under EMP bursts. Standard council trick. Elias switched to universals. Sharp hand signals. Pointed at flanks. 3 fingers. Hold line. Flat palm. No advance. A young core guard nodded, barked orders. His squad fanned out, suppressing fire rattling the vents. Shaver gripped her calm. Medics to triage points. Prioritize bleeders. Elias waved two claws, his own mimicry, timed it. Fist pump every 10 seconds. Hard calls kept rhythm. Guards dragged wounded allies back. One medic hesitated over a twitching trooper. Elias knelt, pressed a field tourniquet. Human fingers worked fast, nodding synthweave. The alien's eyes widened. Corps medics used clamps. Stabilize all, Elias said in clipped trade. No exceptions. The medic grunted, mimicked the knot on another. Blaster fire chewed the bulkhead. Sparks flew. Elias tapped his wrist pad. Galactic broadcast channel. Open, unencrypted. He patched in live feeds from palace cams. The galaxy watched now. Every council world, proxy fleet, neutral station. Council command, Elias transmitted, voice steady as bolts pinged metal. This is Elias Mercer, human envoy. Ceasefire. Your strike fails. Terms. Full withdrawal from core space. Reparations for the bomb plot. Amnesty for proxies who stand down. No trials. No executions. A trooper's grenade bounced down the corridor. Elias kicked it back. Muffled boom shook dust from grates. Shavra hurled her blade, impaled the thrower's visor. She reclaimed it with a yank. Lyrae Sorn's voice crackled over open comms. Mercer, you're aiding a tyrant. Surrender the Warlord. Stability demands it. Elias ducked a burst. Stability? Your stability planted bombs in my liaison's core, Voss confessed. Lyrae, your proxies engineered this breach. Stand down, or your fleet's fracture live on feed. Shavra's golden eyes locked on him. She could have overridden the channel, ended him as a liability. Instead, she nodded once. Claws flexed, guards surged. Corps warriors tackled the lead trooper, team leader by the insignia. They pinned him against the wall, rifles humming. Elias raised a hand. Hold. The leader spat blood. For the council, Shavra stalked forward. Her shadow loomed. One claw could shear his helmet. The corridor fell silent. Warriors tensed. Spare him, Elias said. Shavra's head tilted. Fangs gleamed. Why? He breached my throne. Execute now. You prove Lyrae's lies. He's your proof. Broadcast his debrief. Let the galaxy see council rot. She studied the captive, then the human beside her. Her claw hovered, dropped. Bind him. Cease fire. On Mercer's word. Warriors relayed it. Fire slackened. Council troopers faltered, exosuits powering down one by one. Elias keyed the channel again. Council forces. Lower arms. Medics inbound. Terms hold. Surrender pings echoed. Corps medics moved in, treating troopers with the same tourniquets Elias taught. The team leader glared up at Shavra. You'll regret this, Mercy. She snorted. Mercy. Strategy. Your masters flee. Elias oversaw the mop-up. Hand signals kept guards tight. Rotate watches. Seal vents. Medics hauled litters past. Corps wounded, mixed with council. One alien warrior clasped Elias's forearm. Human way binds tighter than chains. Shavra pulled him aside. Corridor lights flickered back on. You halted my blade, again. Truth does that, Elias said. Your rage raises worlds. Compassion endures. She tapped her oath mark. The scar from their pact matched his. Compact now. Seal it. Elias pulled the draft slate. Reparations outlined. Council pays core debts. Pulls blockades. Joint patrols. No domination. Human oversight for transparency. Shavra's claw signed first. Plasma etched. Elias thumbed his mark. Alarms cleared. They strode back toward the throne hall. Side by side. Her warriors parted. No tests left. The hall smoldered. Chained below dais, Voss, pale and sweating. Lyrae Sorn, composure cracked, proxies flanking her in custody. Eric's Tall waited, Spymaster's eyes sharp. He bowed to Shavra, then to Elias. Deeper. Council fractures, Eric said. Your broadcast flipped 3 fleets. Proxies hail terms. Voss sneered. Mercer, you fool. We could have crushed her. Elias ignored him. Turned to the hall's holoscreens. Galactic feeds live. Warlord Queen stands with humanity. Not as weapon. As ally. Shavra's voice boomed. The compact binds us. Betrayers answer to truth. Lyrae lunged against chains. This changes nothing. Shavra, Shaver silenced her with a glare, stepped to Elias's side, claw on his shoulder. Throne Hall erupted. Core cheers, but Elias caught it, deep scan ping on his pad. Hidden signature in the debris. Council deadman switch? No time. Fleet hails flooded in. Surrenders stacked. Shaver leaned close. Voice low. For him. You spoke under fire. Galaxy heard. I chose you. Elias nodded. Watched scopes. Whispers lingered. Deeper plots stirred. One breath. Next truth. Council remnants broadcasted full retreat. Terms accepted. Core fleet held formation. No pursuit. Elias synced patrol rosters. Human ships slotted in. Equals. Eric's approached. Spy Master's note. Leray's network crumbles. You're listening. Disarmed it. Shaver grinned fangs. Walk my throne, diplomat. No more tests. They ascended dais together. Voss and Lyrai dragged to cells. Courier droids ferried compact copies. Signed. Sealed. Galaxy shifted. Feeds replayed Elias's words under fire. Honesty works. But Elias's pad buzzed private. Voss's final data dump. Proxy Lord plotting shadow strike. Coordinates incoming. He pocketed it. Shared glance. With Shavra. She nodded. Trust forged. Stars beckoned. Fleet surged. Alliance held. Explosions rocked the throne hall anew. No. Echoes faded. Elias exhaled. One victory stacked. Shaver's claw tapped his. Next court? Ready. Deeper whispers hummed. Elias prepared. Truth's blade cut clean.